Howdy, my name is Jenna, and I will be talking to you today about shooting safety rules and the rules hunters can live by, the 10 commandments of shooting safety. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is being aware of additional circumstances which require added caution or safety awareness. Just because something isn't listed under the 10 commandments doesn't mean you ignore it or don't think it's dangerous. Also, practice reloading safety and following specific instructions. Secondly, handle firearms, arrows, and ammunition carefully. Avoid horseplay, which means never climbing a fence, a tree, or ladder with a loaded firearm or bow. Never jump a ditch or cross difficult terrain with a loaded firearm or nocked arrow, as shown above. Thirdly, wear hearing and eye protection. While shooting at the range, you must wear hearing and eye protection at all times. Firearms are loud and create noises which are damaging to a person's hearing. It can be a gradual loss of hearing due to outbursts of noise over many years. Fourth, be sure of your target and what is in front and beyond your target. Before you pull the trigger, you must properly identify game animals, use binoculars, know what is in front and behind your target, determine that you have a safe backstop and background. Since you do not know what is on the other side, always make sure. Fifth, know your safe zone of fire and stick to it. Your safe zone of fire is that area of direction in which you can safely fire a shot. It is downrange at a shooting facility. Know the safe carries when there are persons on your sides, in front of, or behind you. Sixth, don't drink alcohol or take drugs before or while handling firearms, bow, or arrows. Alcohol and drugs impair normal physical and mental body functions and shouldn't be used before or while handling firearms. Seventh, treat every firearm or bow with the same respect you would show a loaded gun or nocked arrow. Every time you pick up a firearm, the first thing you should do is point the muzzle in a safe direction and check to see if it's loaded. Be sure the chamber and magazine is empty and always walk around with the action open. Eighth, control your emotions when it comes to safety. If you lose control of your emotions, you may do something carelessly. If you have just shot a target or animal, you probably are going to be excited. At that moment, you may return with a loaded firearm back towards your friends, or you might run with a loaded firearm towards others. Ninth, unload firearms and unstring conventional bows when it's not in use. Leave actions open and store sporting arms in cases when traveling to and from shooting areas. Take bolts out or break down shotguns if necessary. Know how your equipment operates. Store and transport firearms properly. Last but not least, always point the muzzle in a safe direction. Control the direction of the muzzle at all times. Do not point a firearm or bow at anything you do not intend to shoot. Never rest a muzzle on your toe or foot. Keep your finger away from the trigger guard at all times.